And like I said last night, we had special guest Internal Rhyme, who was featured on that song, and he has a new song out called Elevator Pitch, and the whole song is like rap metaphors about business. And
Nice.
familiar with if you're not familiar with the term elevator pitch and you're tuned in, basically they say you should always have a sales pitch, a speech that's about 30 seconds or less. So, say you're a rapper and you're in an elevator with Jay Z, you have 30 seconds to pitch him your music. What are you going to say? Let's say you're an inventor and you're in an elevator with Elon Musk. What are you going to say in those 30 seconds to make them want to
Right.
do business with you? So, before we play that song, I want to talk a little bit about entrepreneurship and Judaism. It's really changed. And in the last 10 years, especially, Jewish nonprofit groups have begun to use social entrepreneurial toolkit to address challenges that appear intractable. Like, how do you effectively engage the majority of Jews in our country and around the world? Clearly, what we do is engage using hip hop and talking about rap music and hip hop culture as it relates to Judaism and business. But Jewish business ethics is a form of applied Jewish ethics that examines ethical issues that arise in a business environment. It is noted that in the Torah, there are over 100 mitzvot concerning the kashrut, which means fitness of one's money.
Wow.
Many more, in fact, that are concerning the kashrut of food. Thus,
Right.
the subject receives an extensive treatment in rabbinic literature, both from an ethical musar and a legal halakha point of view. So it's very interesting to note that actually in the Torah, it really just talks about how to be ethical, how to be gangster with your money and with your practices in your daily life. The general gravity with which business ethics are treated in Judaism thought is illustrated by the widely quoted Talmudic tradition that is in one's judgment in the next world, the first question that people generally ask you is, were you honest in your business?
Mm.
In addition to this, and numerous other Talmudic passages, the Musar and Hasidic literature also discusses business ethics at great length. And, people kind of poke fun at the Jews for being prominent in American business, but our experience in business goes all the way back to the Torah. So picture thousands and thousands, of years of Jews around the world practicing proper business ethics that led to people kind of making fun of us this day. It's amazing that most Jewish people have only been in America since the pogroms and have really started family business, but it's these thousands of years of study and practice that made us so prominent in this world.
And also
Well, just real
creates.
quick,
Oh,
yeah,
go
but
ahead.
real quick, institutions including Harvard University,
Mhm.
Brooklyn College, and the Rohr Jewish Learning Institute all teach courses strictly on Jewish business ethics, not just for students but professionals. I mean, our way of doing business is now not being made fun of anymore; it's being taught.
Mm.
It's kind of amazing.
Uh-huh. I see it. That's the difference in the past couple 10, 15 years. It's been
Hmm.
elevated and
Yep.
yeah, the value. That's
And
rich.
celebrate it. It's just so
Yeah,
amazing,
right, right, right.
really
I
incredible.
just wanted to add
Yeah,
when you're
please.
talking about, one of the reasons why also Jews are so prominent in business is all of kind of that rich, um, you know, um, coming from our own culture and
Yeah.
since the Torah, but also in Europe for 1,500 years or 1,000 years when we were there, we weren't allowed to own land. And
Mm,
so we had to become good at money because money is
yeah.
like the only other source of value to like keep
Mm,
life sustaining, besides land, especially back then when land was kind of like the real resource, but money. So
yeah.
we had to become good at money.
Mm,
And so that's what we a lot of our survival strength went into for 1,000 years is how to make money something that can support a community.